Here's more wrestling news for October 23rd, 2025. Your headlines for this afternoon include Swerve Strickland's AEW comeback date reportedly set. Fans excited. Samoa Joe speaks out for the first time after AEW WrestleDream heel turn. WWE ticket prices skyrocket after TKO merger. Fans outraged. Santos Escobar's first WWE appearance after re-signing confirmed. Former WWE star opens up about financial struggles that forced exit. Spoiler, Big Boom AJ's AEW Full Gear partner revealed. Kurt Angle reveals WWE doesn't see Chad Gable as main event star. Mercedes Moné's 12-belt celebration ends in chaos after shocking table attack on AEW Dynamite, and more. Swerve Strickland might be inching closer to an AEW comeback, and the timing couldn't be more intriguing. The former AEW World Champion has been out of action since undergoing surgery earlier this summer to repair a meniscus injury, one he reportedly carried over from his WWE run. According to Fightful Select, the operation and recovery period were planned in advance, and sources within AEW now believe Strickland could be cleared for a winter return if his rehab continues to progress as expected. A healthy and refreshed Swerve Strickland returning in time for AEW's winter stretch could instantly shake up the roster and reignite the main event scene. Who do you think Swerve Strickland should feud with when he returns? Should he go straight for the AEW World Championship or start a fresh rivalry to rebuild momentum? Share your fantasy booking ideas in the comments below. Samoa Joe made his intentions crystal clear on this week's AEW Dynamite, finally addressing his shocking attack on Hangman Adam Page and reminding everyone why he is one of the most dangerous men in wrestling. Earlier in the night, the Ops successfully defended their titles against the Hurt Syndicate in a hard-hitting bout. The match saw MVP nearly seal the victory with the playmaker, but Ricochet's distraction turned the tide. That split-second interference allowed Joe to counter and lock in the Coquina clutch, forcing MVP to tap out. After the bell, the Hurt Syndicate chased off the demand, leaving Samoa Joe alone in the ring with Tony Schiavone, who demanded an explanation for Joe's ruthless betrayal of Hangman Page. Joe's answer was as cold as it was simple. On to the question, why Joe, why? And it's really simple, because I exist. As long as I'm on planet Earth and you call yourself a champion, I'm hunting for you. That statement made it clear Joe's attack wasn't personal. He's coming for the top spot, and Page just happens to be the man standing in his way. While AEW hasn't officially announced a rematch, the tension between Joe and Hangman is far from over. Given Joe's ominous warning, it's only a matter of time before the two collide again, and this time, the outcome might be far more brutal. Meanwhile, MVP's loss once again exposed the cracks in the Hurt Syndicate. The faction continues to look incomplete, and AEW insiders suggest they could be in need of a new member, specifically a younger high flyer to balance out the power-heavy trio of Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and MVP. As for Ricochet's involvement, it added an unnecessary wrinkle to an already concluded rivalry. WrestleDream seemed like the perfect endpoint, but AEW appears determined to stretch the feud a bit longer. In the end, Joe's promo wasn't about redemption or excuses, it was a declaration of dominance. Samoa Joe doesn't need a reason anymore. He's a predator, and in his world, the hunt never ends. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. WWE fans are digging deeper into their wallets to attend Raw and SmackDown in 2025, and the steep increase in ticket prices isn't just a result of inflation. According to a new analysis by Brandon Thurston of WrestleNomics, the average ticket price for WWE's North American TV events has nearly doubled since the TKO merger in September 2023. Drawing from Polestar data, the report reveals that while most live entertainment sectors have seen stable pricing, WWE's average ticket costs soared by 60% between 2024 and 2025. That spike far outpaces other major sports leagues. For comparison, the NBA's average ticket price rose only 21% during the same period. So what's behind the surge? The data suggests it's not international demand, but rather a scarcity effect. It's mainly because WWE is holding fewer live events in the US. With fewer shows happening, there are fewer chances for fans to go, so when tickets do go on sale, demand is higher, and that pushes prices up. Despite the higher costs, attendance remains strong. WWE has seen ticket distribution and sales rise for a third straight year, with WrestleTix estimating an average of 11,500 tickets distributed per episode of Raw and SmackDown in 2025, up slightly from 11,000 in 2024. Even during the most recent quarter, June to September 2025, attendance stayed consistent at around 10,800 per show, but prices jumped dramatically, from $75 to $118 on average. WWE's pricing now outpaces nearly every major entertainment brand in North America. While the demand proves that business is booming, the question remains, how long will fans keep paying premium prices to see their favorite superstars live? Do you think WWE's rising ticket prices are justified, or are they starting to push fans away? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Santos Escobar is officially staying with WWE even after a brief moment where he was technically a free agent. According to Fightful, Escobar's previous contract quietly expired at midnight on October 6th, leaving him momentarily unsigned. However, WWE acted fast, securing him to a new deal before he could explore offers elsewhere. Escobar is now set to appear on the next episode of Monday Night Raw in Anaheim, California at the Honda Center. It's not yet confirmed whether he'll be competing or simply making an on-screen return, but his presence has been officially listed. His re-signing reportedly surprised several people within WWE, particularly given that he had strong interest from outside promotions. One major ripple effect of the deal is the cancellation of Escobar's rumored AAA Mega Championship victory, which was expected to take place before his WWE contract renewal. With Santos Escobar now officially locked in as a full-time member of WWE under his renewed deal, could WWE eventually allow Escobar to compete for the AAA title under their banner? Only time will tell. What do you want to see from Santos Escobar's WWE return? Should WWE consider a working partnership with AAA or keep them locked in as one of SmackDown's breakout stars? Share your thoughts below. Jasmine Nix has opened up about her decision to walk away from WWE, and at its core, it came down to one thing: money. In a candid interview on the Ariel Helwani show, the former NXT star revealed that despite her passion for wrestling, the financial reality of being a WWE performer simply became unsustainable. In terms of cost of living and things like that, there's nothing you can really say. Cost of living goes up every year. You have to make a living. If you don't get a raise, you're basically losing money. That's how I looked at it. I just felt like, at the time, I had to make the decision for myself. Nix explained that being a WWE superstar wasn't just about showing up to perform, it came with constant expenses that quickly piled up. Yes, it was a struggle. It felt like I was losing money instead of gaining. I was already paying my own rent, being an independent woman trying to handle everything. You pay for gear, you pay for makeup. For women, there are a lot more expenses, especially in WWE. New outfits every week, being on TV every Tuesday. It was constant back-to-back costs that I felt weren't being covered. According to Nix, WWE offered her the same pay rate she'd been earning for 3 years, despite her consistent appearances across NXT and even TNA during their talent exchange. After years of loyalty and growing visibility, she expected a reasonable raise, but that never came. Nix revealed that she had gone through a mediator to negotiate the raise, only to have her request denied. The mediator was given my offer, and then they came back with a thumbs down from WWE. I was told that everyone was getting paid that amount. She added that salary discussions were rarely open among talent, but the message was clear: WWE wasn't budging on its pay scale. Her decision to leave wasn't about ego or frustration with creative. It was about fairness and survival. Nix said that staying loyal to WWE meant sacrificing her financial stability, and that was a trade she could no longer make. In her words and actions, Jasmine Nix's departure highlights a larger issue that often goes unseen: the financial strain of maintaining the superstar image without the compensation to match. For her, walking away wasn't quitting, it was taking a stand. Big Boom AJ's mystery partner for AEW Full Gear 2025 might not be such a mystery anymore because the spoiler's already out. Please skip the next 30 seconds of the video if you don't want to be spoiled. According to Brian Alvarez, the man slated to team with AJ against Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero is none other than QT Marshall. The decision isn't random, in fact it's a full circle moment. 1 year ago at Full Circle 2024, Big Boom AJ made his AEW in-ring debut by defeating QT Marshall in front of the same New Jersey crowd. Now the two are set to stand on the same side of the ring, turning last year's rivalry into an unlikely alliance. Originally, AJ had pitched a far more personal idea, teaming with his son, Big Justice, in what would have been a viral father-son pairing. But AEW officials reportedly shut down the proposal due to Justice's young age, leaving AJ to pick from the active roster instead. This upcoming bout marks Big Boom AJ's fourth AEW appearance, following his previous matches at Full Gear 2024, Revolution 2025, and All In Texas 2025. Despite his limited in-ring experience, AJ continues to be a strong crowd puller, especially among younger fans and social media audiences who have helped turn him into one of AEW's most talked about special attractions. Whether QT Marshall is the perfect choice remains to be seen, but his involvement adds an intriguing twist to AJ's ongoing AEW story. Do you think QT Marshall is the right partner for Big Boom AJ, or would you have preferred to see him team up with his son instead? Let us know your take in the comments below. Some WWE stars naturally draw comparisons to legends of the past, and for Chad Gable, that shadow has always been Kurt Angle. Both share a deep amateur wrestling background, with Angle capturing Olympic gold in 1996 and Gable representing the US at the 2012 Games. Their technical style, ring attire, and intensity have long invited comparisons from fans who see Gable as a modern reflection of the Olympic hero. In a recent interview with the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani, Angle addressed those comparisons, acknowledging the similarities but emphasizing that Gable still needs to carve out his own unique identity. Also in the interview, he talked about how WWE viewed him. He said, I think the problem with him, and I think it's only because the office looks at him like this, but he's a little undersized. But that's not an excuse. Chris Benoit was 5'9", Eddie Guerrero was 5'8", Rey Mysterio is 5'5", so someone like Chad could certainly be a main eventer. Currently sidelined with an injury, Gable had started gaining traction with his El Grande Americano persona before being taken out of action. Whether WWE sees him as a future headliner or keeps him confined to mid-card status remains to be seen. Do you think WWE is holding Chad Gable back because of his size, or can he still break through like the smaller legends before him? Mercedes Moné's championship celebration on AEW quickly turned into chaos and cake. The segment opened with Renee Paquette introducing Moné to celebrate her 12th title reign, only for a puppet Mini Moné to appear instead. Furious, Moné stormed to the ring, dragged Harley Cameron out from under the table, and was suddenly blindsided by Chris Statlander, who smashed Mercedes' face into her own celebration cake. The crowd erupted as Moné's arrogance met a messy dose of karma. Despite a flat promo earlier in the segment, the payoff perfectly captured a classic heel downfall. Moné's facial reactions sold the moment better than words, turning her taunting persona into poetic justice. If this marks the start of the CEO's downfall, AEW may have just crafted one of the most entertaining chapters yet in Mercedes Moné's reign of ego and chaos. For all of our subscribers, don't miss the 9 a.m. Eastern video we dropped earlier today.